Now I know it's dark, but work with me. This is my greenhouse at home, and it is going to be my window repair workshop because I really don't have anywhere at the cottage that is dry. And no, I have plenty of places that's dry, but that isn't in the middle of everything at the minute. So let's get my tea open. My little defrost heater's on. So I thought this is a good place. I can keep the windows and work on them, and they can stay here while I do that. Oh, my fire went out. I had the stove on. Okay, so it's evening time. I want to get the paint stripper on, and then I come back in the morning and we'll see what shape the wood's in. But I'll get you set up on the tripod. See if I get this fire going again. It's not that cold in here, but I don't want to be freezing when we work. I don't have any little firelight. It's just this little stove, we got off Amazon, and it's great. I could do scones in here. We've done a roast dinner in here. We've done loads. So this is the bead-in that was holding this in place. So this is one of the slide frames. This was the outside. This one's pretty solid, bar this little bit, I think, anyway. And let's get it covered in some strip. Oh my goodness. I didn't have any spatulas, so I've got this, which I think is a Parmesan shaver, but we don't need any Parmesan. I think the only thing we've ever used this for is slicing pavlovas. But it won't be terribly missed as a kitchen utensil. Whew. After that, right. Let's start at the top. No way. Right on. Everything is paint. So put. So there's none on the edge. Oh, we can't see. I don't think this is particularly thick, and I don't think it's particularly modern paint. I don't know. The way it has come up like this, can you see? This is modern plastic paint. This is quite damaging to your wood, because if there's any cracks, it lets the water in, but it doesn't let it come back out. So I am going to have a go at the linseed painting, which is breathable is the wrong term for linseed paint. It is permeable. So it lets vapor out, but doesn't let it in. So it is a one-way system. Whereas say something is breathable, gives the impression that it's a two-way street, which a linseed paint is not. So if I get these fixed into any type of shape of a window, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to paint them with the linseed. but we will be, you know, the woodworm we can treat for. Even the damaged wood, you say, yeah, you can splice in, you can sieve. I say some people using wood hardener, but I don't know if that like plastifies the wood, so I'm not going to use that unless I hear good things about it. But I have a feeling this is one of the worst ones, and that if we can do this one, we can do them all. And yeah, 24 hours is a guide time, but I don't think it's going to take 24 hours for this. I think if I come back to this in the morning, which we will, we'll come out with a cup of tea and get this stripped. But this is the sort of wee project I need to leave set up and just come out and in as I learn something or figure something out. So I hope you don't mind that we're doing this at home in the glass house rather than at the cottage. I just don't have anywhere suitable that's warm enough to work on this. Where's in here is perfect. And when it's daylight tomorrow, I'll show you the flower seeds I'm starting. We're going to have some sweet pea at the cottage. We've started those. Those are inside, but I can show you those. Okay. Cling fillet. Air is not your friend when it comes to cling strip. Actually, I could do that. And make contact, press, press. Here. I use thicker plastic at the cottage, but I think for this I need cling foam because you have a little bit more flexibility in around the detail. Oh, Jill, you made it too short. Goodness sake. Silly, silly, silly. Another bit. Turn it over to the other side. Then I'm pretty sure the putty should come away nice and easily when we do this, and then we can take the glass out and keep it safe. And just when we were coming in, you'd have spotted the spare glass, which is really, really unfortunate that the guys at Rock Cottage have been saving windows, random windows for years. Just such instances. So I think there'll be enough crossbars and beams and frames for us to make progress. I'm not. Oh, get away. It's not a FPIDR, but it's a, you know, it is web. And look, you can put it on to metal as well, and it'll clean any paint off it, and really just free it up and make a job of the whole thing. It's going to be so. Oh, I really hope I can figure out how to do this, you know. I would love for these to stay the windows at the cottage. I would love to save the window budget to go towards something else. But then I can go towards the kitchen. Which is a fabulous tool. But 10 out of 10 recommend. Apply in your paint stripper with the Parmesan shaver that I got as a wedding present, part of a utilities kit, 22.5 years ago. Still going strong. Look, at a mark. But this is probably because we don't eat a lot of Parmesan. There's only Archie and me and Jenny that like cheese in the house, which is, I think, 3 out of the 5, but just, I don't know, we just don't seem to bother with it that much. It's easier to have a bit of cheddar, which is probably a terrible thing to put on your pasta. That's what we do because we have it for cheese sandwiches, and we just sometimes put it on our pasta. There you go. I'm glad I bought 3 buckets of this stripper because we're a bucket town and I haven't even done the doors, the tables, cupboards. So I think we'll make good use of this here. And you know what? I didn't even bother like washing this or taking the dirt off. So we will see tomorrow if that makes a difference or not. I'm going to guess if it can take paint off, it can deal with a bit of dust. So I'm going to guess it will not make a difference. But we'll see. Maybe it does. But why not save yourself a step if it doesn't? You know? But why be bothered? No. There is the washing off of this, which I'm a bit concerned about. You know, if you were using a heat gun, you don't have that, but it's the time. I don't have time for heat guns and stripping. And anyway, I don't have a heat gun, so there's that. Now the light is not particularly bright, but I think I've made contact with all surface areas, and I will make sure now with the clean cloth. Mhm. Right, I think that's good. It's he's going to Tesco's this evening, so I'll put cling film on the list. We shall need a bit more. Oh, just about by the time I got into the deep part. Okay, that is this pane of the window done. I'm going to put it somewhere safe to do its thing, and then we'll come back and have a look tomorrow. Okay, bye. The next day, I've come out to the potting bench. We're going to see if all the paint has come off. No, it's not coming off properly. I might have to do a second coat. So what you want is for it all to come off, and that has not all. I need a bit more warm and get the cling film. Bucket's quite heavy actually. Where's the cling film for this side? Is there any paint behind the side? That's all. Oh, I was sure it would have come off. Okay, I'll get another coat on that. I'm going to leave it a bit longer. Okay, so it's a little bit later. I was just on the phone with my friend and took this off actually when I was chatting to her. So little bits that still need something, but look, that's the majority of it off. I'll give that a wash now in a second. But here is this one. So let's see. Just using my artist palette now because it's quite good at getting into the little nooks and crannies. back when I get it finished. Now, I put the microphone on so you can hear me over the heater. Oh, sorry, heater. Why am I apologising to the heater? Go on there now. It's only giving you a wee move. We are tight for space here in the greenhouse. That's okay. It's always a bit of a tight squeeze this time of year, and it'll be much worse when the seeds need to get potted up into bigger pots. But it's okay. That's what it's here for. I can get my spring bulbs out soon. They're going up to the front door. So it's Sunday morning. I wasn't at the cottage because I needed to finish painting the woodwork in the swimming pool, which is the project that we're just finishing off at home, all while renovating Rock Cottage same time. So I don't know if anyone would be interested. We did a short, but I'm more than happy to do a one-off video on the pool if anyone's interested in how you make one of those. So you can keep your eyes peeled for that in the next few weeks. We're not just finished yet, but almost. February should see a good head start on the last bits. The pool liner's coming, and then yada yada yada. Anyway, so I was at home today or this morning to do that, and so that's also why it's really useful to have here, because on days where I'm not up there for a long period of time, I can get some stuff done here. So what I'm going to do this morning when I finish watering is I'm going to give these a sand to see if they really do need another round of paint stripper. Then we're going to go to the cottage this afternoon because my woodworm treatment has arrived. I want to spray all the joists up in the attic before I do anything more with the insulation. And I could also do these windows. Couldn't I? Yes, I could. Do you like my shirt? It's got little tiny Highland cows, because Taylor and I are trying to give subliminal messages to Dee to get Taylor a Highland cow for her birthday. So I hunted this out today so that I can be like, sometimes I think he reads the comments, so you should totally comment if you think it's a good idea for a Highland cow. I'm coming. Oh my goodness. I think it would be awesome. We could put it in the paddock and, you know, put all the hornies together. The goats would also love it, I think. Just going to water behind you. This side has got all the geraniums, and that's not the proper name for them. Let me see if I can remember the proper name. Pelargoniums, that's the proper name. And I didn't remember it, I read it off one of the labels. But they remind me of my mummy, because she used to have red geranium. She got geranium. And she had like a little summer room a bit like this attached to the house, and she would keep them there. But mine are all sorts of colours. but are just not very beautiful at this time of year. But they will be. Give this another wee drink. Oh my gosh. We still have Christmas decorations that need to be put away. And here is such a mess. But anyway, we're nearly there. Okay. So I could leave that there, could I? Just move it down. Ta-da! See if there's any charge in my battery. So, what else was I going to tell you about? I need to try and get the glass out of this. Hold on. See what I have that would help with that task. This. Wire cutters? Probably not. Hello, Pixie. How did you get here? Archie let you out? Yes. So I can't remember if I was telling you about the greenhouse. So me and Jay got each other the greenhouse for our 20th wedding anniversary. And then, well, it took a year. Sat in the garden in boxes for a year. Because it took a year to get the wall built and all of that sort of stuff. And then we built it last. No, I've had a full summer. This summer will be 2 years. This August it'll be 2 years. And we built it ourselves, which was an experience. The glass made me very, very nervous, especially when he was on the roof. But we use it all the time. So we had tomatoes in here last summer. We had an aubergine. We had peppers, limes. We had grapes. We had a cucumber that I thought, no, I thought it was a cucumber. Turned out it was courgettes. And yes, it's been brilliant. And then we did the raised beds out the front and the cut flower beds. So last summer I had my own cut flowers, which was awesome. So this is a bit, I don't know if I'm doing a good job on this, but it's coming. So I will assume, yes, we are. And so that has been this, and we've used it loads, as I say. So we put the stove in it. So we use it in the winter. We did, we had a Christmas tree in it. Last year it was beside the stove. This year we did it down here in the centre, and it was lovely. And then we had like a family night and a friends night, and everybody came over and we made wreaths, Christmas wreaths, and we did mulled wine on the stove. Really nice space. 10 out of 10 recommend getting a greenhouse, and get one big enough that you can even put a little bistro chair and table in it to use it as an, to use it as a space, an extra space. So that was last year's big, no, the year before last year's big project. This year, they started the swimming pool. Mostly builders that have been doing the swimming pool, apart from bits that I can do. I do them to help out if I can. But they started that in April, and so they're just finishing off. They're just finishing off now. So, but like that hasn't been that difficult because it wasn't me doing a lot of the organising, because the builder project managed that job. So it's been quite good. I don't know how to get that out. Still, I don't know how to get that out. And I'll be happy when it's finished. And then we can actually get the Airbnb back up and going. So we have a little guest suite attached to the house, and we had it on Airbnb just like a weekend or two in the month, but we closed it all year because of the build work. So we can get that back open again. Actually, I put a link to it. It's called the Goat Suite, of course. So if anybody wanted to have a look at that, they're very welcome. Please do not break. Please do not break. Please do not break. Please do not break. You are just hanging on by the skin of your teeth. So yes, this is turning to be a bit of a chit chat this morning. Guess what? Sunday morning is the day I put the weekly video out if I haven't done a midweek. And somebody sent me a super thanks. Isn't that awesome? So I'm going to buy the goats some crackers with my £2 that I got in the super thanks. I was so delighted. And I tell you how big news it was. I went running in to tell Archie. Archie was mid car race, and he was like, "Oh, I really want to hear about this. Just let me finish this race." And then he was racing away, and then he crashed into the river on purpose so they could hear me tell him about the super thanks. Isn't that lovely? So it was a big event this morning in our house. Okay. I still don't know why you're not coming out. It's, I don't know. That's, am I supposed to take this whole bit off? Oh my goodness. Right, back over to this side again. I feel there's something, that there's give there and there's a give there. I think it's something in this. I don't know how to get that. I don't know how to get that off. I was hoping I would just slide that out. That's like the bottom of the window. Maybe I'm being too pernickety with it. I don't know. I know I don't want to break you. Somebody watching going, oh, don't do that. Well, tell me what to do instead. Oh, I really just thought I was going to pop that right out. Do you know that? And I'm not popping it right out. And I really don't want to have to ask Dee how to do it. So come on. It's like, you're like siliconed in. Come on. Something moved. Something moved. Something moved. Not enough. Right. Let's turn it around this way so I can see what the problem is. You're catching on something. Catching on something. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Oh my goodness. We're going to put this on time lapse. Oh. You all right, Pixie? It's like one little bit that is absolutely tight and will not let the rest go. Come on. I'm sure I can figure this out without cutting myself. I don't think this is the right tool. There, I can't even get the knife in. Oh my goodness. I don't know, Pixie. Looking around for other options and I think there are none. It will not budge. Right, well, let's sand while I'm thinking of another plan. Okay, so that's it sanded. Now we're just doing a repair, remember? We're not doing an absolute, you know, somebody pay me to refurb your window. We're doing a repair to make these good until Jenny would either replace with wooden ones or get them professionally restored or go double glazing. So I think that's pretty sound. Okay, so I'm not going to do a lot with that. I need to find out if I can use wood hardener on these and then paint with linseed. I don't know. A little bit of a fill in here. I'm going to harden this because I've seen this in one of the videos. Rather than replace this whole thing for here, we're back to hard here now. I might take a little bit out and then I can use my oakum and linseed putty, and I'm going to fill that so that that's all one piece. Ta-da! So I think that's good. Okay, let's go into a little bit more with the windows. Check in on the Hi. I'm going to come back with some bits for you. Look at my honeysuckle got blown over in the wind and never got straightened out. Oh my goodness. Everything's in a bit of a hoo-ha, but it's that time of year, isn't it? Look, we got a render on the glass house. Looking sharp. Looking sharp. Okay. Now, let's set us up. I am afraid to put the wood hardener on until I have all of the sanding done, because I assume it's going to make it harder to sand. Is that how it works? I don't know. Probably not. Probably makes absolutely no difference to the sanding. Just the structure of the wood. I got a new sander. I got a new. Oh, Dee got me a chisel for that. Look at it, dude. I left it in the house. Might go back out. I bought sanding discs and there was sanding discs in this. Unnecessary, Jill. Unnecessary. It's not a battery one. It's just a wee plug-in. It's just a wee mouse. Right. So when I get this sanded and I put the hardener on it, that is actually going to be part one of the windows, because I'm going to do the rest when the limecrete goes in, because we can't go inside for about, I think it's 3 weeks. So I want to, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. No, it looks useful, but I don't know what it is. For now, we're just going to do this. What? Aha, we're just going to do this and this. Woo! So I wanted this to go in here. Got my mask on. Okay. I'm just doing one bit at a time. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. One day at a time. I should probably put something on here to protect the window. I will get my Hoover, actually, is what I'll get. Chisel that out. But I want to get this hardener on because I don't know what to do with it. So, wood hardener for wet and rotted wood. That's what this is. It is for all types of wood. It is deep penetrating and quick drying. Easy application by brush or roller. We're going with brush. It is solvent-based, water-resistant, polymer-based solution. And it will harden wood fully 24 to 48 hours. They should be cleaned free from grease and contamination. Remove mold and treat with a suitable fungicide. Tick, I've done that. Use appropriate gloves. Okay. Application. Mix the product well with a suitable mixing tool. Apply a good coat with a synthetic type bristle brush. I think that's synthetic. One coat will be sufficient to provide leak prevention performance. 2 coats can be applied if necessary. You see, this is where I'm conflicted, right? Because I want to harden up this wood because parts of it have been damaged. But you know, am I undoing what the wood does? It lets moisture come in and out, and you know, the whole point of doing the, oh, that's a better brush. The whole point of doing that's more synthetic, linseed paint was so that it could mix and mingle, wasn't it? This one. What is a suitable mixing tool if you're just pouring this out? Oh, it's got a thing. It's got a thing. It's got a thing. I don't know if that's necessary. I'm putting wood hardener on this window, but that's no guarantee that I'm going to put it on all the windows. I don't know if that's what I want to do. You know what I mean? But the guy I saw repairing windows definitely put this on, but it wasn't doing old windows, is the problem that I have, because I'm not sure then that's right. That's how it goes on. And that's the outside of the window, rather than the internal part. No, let me take my mask off and get chatting to you. That's part one of the windows. I'm just going to do that with the rest of the bits so that you don't have to watch it. The only bit, this I can fill. The 2 sides, I want to see what they look like hardened up. They have dried out really well in here, and they are much harder now that they're not damp. And that's, you know, this is very much a test window. The only part of the window that I am going to replace is this bottom bit, because it was absolutely, this is the bit that was down on the stone. This is the bit that was the bottom of the window. And I don't think I can save that. So I'm going to totally replace that. Dee thinks we should replace the upright parts of the frame. I think we could splice them, so that's what I'm going to try and do. I say try because I honestly, I am really petrified of actually starting to put them back together again, but we're going to have time when the Lime Creek floor is drying. And I just have to get over myself and actually do it. Do you know what I mean? Just get on and get it done. So that's part one, which I consider that's the prep. So what do we do as a roundup? We got it out, dismantled it, took the paint stripper off, let it dry, sanded, let it dry, sanded again, wood hardener. What is still to happen? Reassemble, make new parts, paint, install glazing, fit back in the hole. I don't know how I'm going to do that. But we'll figure it out. That's not for today. Today is just part one. And part one has went well. Quite pleased.